It is day 3 in Gaza. At 6 a.m.
You're watching a clip from the documentary Kaysara, which means to suffer loss in Arabic. This is one of 40 films being featured at the Chicago Palestine Film Festival, which begins this weekend at the Gene Siskel Film Center in Chicago.
And joining us now are Zana Badawi. Did I say that correctly?
You got it.
And I was worried about that. And Jamila Shillo, thank you so much for joining us and, talking live about this year's film festival, which I know last year sold out and this year almost, right?
Yeah, our opening night sold out so quickly, and we're seeing that there's like a huge demand for tickets right now. I actually run our social media account, and we're seeing like requests for different shows every single day. So we're looking at another sold out festival hopefully soon.
Wow, it's amazing to see just so much support around these filmmakers. And I know for you, Jamila, your documentary is going to be on Sunday night at the film festival, and it focuses on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza right now, and also the healthcare workers and their voice through this. Why did you want to make sure that this was included this year so people can hear more?
So I think it's very important to note that healthcare workers are not targets. And the healthcare workers that are currently going over to Gaza are experiencing such difficulties more than any other healthcare worker possibly since World War II. So they have to bring in their own food. At times they have to bring in their own water. They are crossing the dangerous borders. The hospitals that they're currently in are being bombed by the Israeli military. So there is no protection for them. There is no safety. And they are literally the best of us. They are people who leave their children. They are people who leave their homes. They are people who take time off work, who take time out of their schedule to go and help those who are the most in need. And yet we can't afford them protection. And that to me is insane. It's an injustice.
The ongoing war in Gaza, especially with the ceasefire crumbling right now, I mean, some would say it's non-existent right now. It makes a space like this, I would imagine, even more needed, a safe space like this for people to come together and not only view and discuss these films, but also be able to talk about, their thoughts and emotions.
Yeah, I mean, like, this film festival isn't just about, us showing a bunch of films created by Palestinians or allies, but it's also about creating like a safe space to kind of feel like you're in community with Palestinians and allies, and also it's a space to learn more. I think that, there isn't a huge amount of opportunities for Palestinians to tell their stories and to give their perspectives, and this is what the whole film festival is about. So yeah, definitely, like, our whole goal is to, one, give people a space to learn, but to also feel in community with one another.
And I think it's important to note that, like, Palestinians are more than our oppression. We're more than what's happened to us, right? Like, I love that there's a space where you can showcase Palestinian dignity, and you can showcase Palestinian humor, and you can showcase Palestinian family life, and you can just showcase Palestinian humanity in a space created by other Palestinians.
So, and there is going to be, right, a large scope of films that you're going to see at the film festival. It's not just about the ongoing war and, like your documentary, the impact of that on healthcare workers, correct?
Yeah, the Palestine Film Festival is a place that Palestinians can tell their story, and our stories aren't just what's been thrust upon us, right? Like, it's really about life, and any human being can relate to that. It's more so than just the sadness that is currently happening. It's all encompassing. I
know that your documentary, which we just saw a clip from earlier, Kaysara, will be shown Sunday night, correct?
Yes.
It, as you mentioned, shines a spotlight on the humanitarian crisis. Are you hoping, I know we talked about a safe space for Palestinians, the Palestinian community, but are you hoping, or do you know if you're drawing members from other communities, so that there's a diverse audience also in attendance too, because I would say hopefully help educate, right? Oh yeah, no, we're seeing every year, like, our audience is getting more diverse, like, generationally, and we are having people come in from all different walks of life. So when I first started going to this festival about 10, 15 years ago, I noticed it was primarily Palestinians going. Last year, I barely even saw, like, Palestinians. I think it was even more, it's like we're reaching a different audience, and I think that's so important because we know our story, but we want the world to also hear our story. So it's more important to get people from different walks of life, who have different points of view and want to learn more about the Palestinian story.
And quickly, Jamila, what's it like to be part of a platform like this? This is the longest running Palestinian Film Festival in the entire world right here in Chicago. What's it like to be part of it?
So I was born and raised in Chicago, and I have to say that I don't know how much more proud I could be. I'm so proud that it's the longest Palestinian Film Festival. I'm so proud to be a part of it, and I'm so proud of all the work that the community is doing to ensure that that it's successful and that it grows.
All right, Zana and Jamila, thank you both for being here to share more about it. We do want you to know, if you're watching, that the Chicago Palestine Film Festival, starts this Saturday night. Although that show, as we mentioned, is sold out, there are some shows still available, and it runs until May 1st. To buy tickets and to learn more, head to PalestineFilmFest.com.